Now we're going to jump off the mountain because that seems like the safe thing to do. And yes, if you couldn't tell, Goemon and his allies don't take fall damage, so don't worry about that. So now that we have the chain pipe, let's actually discuss it. The chain pipe is a very useful item. We'll of course be using it throughout the entire game. Not only do you use it for, latching on the star blocks, but you can also use it in combat as well. You can actually hit enemies from afar, which is very useful. The only problem is, it's, while it does have a good reach, it doesn't really hit enemies very well. It has a very small hitbox. So, like, I mean, if you use the normal chain pipe, when you're close up, you have a better chance of hitting the enemy. But when you use the chain pipe, you're not always guaranteed to hit it, because you have to get the angle right, and even then it's not even a guarantee, just because the chain pipe's actually pretty small, so yeah, that's how the chain pipe works, and dang it, okay, get out of my way. Okay, so yeah, let's take off the chain pipe, because that's not going to help us very much. And let us make our way back to Oedo Town. I have a really, really, really big hunch that I'm going to get criticized throughout this entire Let's Play about how I pronounce things, but whatever. This game is based around Japan, and I don't live in Japan, so I'm not used to all the pronunciations and stuff. Look, it's Chuppy the dog. I'm tired. I just want to hurry up and eat and get to bed. Okay, so apparently animals can talk to us in this game. Which, I mean, I don't really have a problem with that, but it is kind of weird. Okay, so we went through that door. Next I'm going to go over here to this door. Well, not necessarily this door right here, but a door that's inside this area where the door led to. This door. What do you have to say? This is Oedo Town. It is where the real Edo people live. Thank you, I guess. Okay, so here's a door that actually takes us out of town, and basically through this door is where the rest of the adventure will take place once we're done with Oedo Town. But we can't get through because... wait, do I talk to you? Okay, yeah. We have to get the super pass from the Lord of Aow Castle before we can actually even get here, so... yeah, we'll have to find that first before we can actually do anything. So I'm going to jump in the water over here because there's actually a silver fortune doll on this little dock over here. I actually kind of found this by accident in my practice file. I was kind of just messing around and I found it. Then I realized that I'm really going to have to get a checklist for all these silver fortune dolls because I do want this to be 100% Let's Play, which means I am going to be getting all the fortune dolls and basically getting max health. And a lot of the fortune dolls, they actually hide them in some very weird and odd places. And in this game, you're not really tempted to explore very much. You always kind of just want to move on to the next area, I've found. At least when I play this game. That might not be the case for everybody, but that is definitely the case for me. And if you follow the waterway this way, you'll actually be back in that one area where the Oedo Castle is, so this actually kind of helped us out. So here we are, we can actually continue now. Let's use this new item. And yep, it works just like the hook shot. And over here we have another silver fortune doll, and our health gauge has already increased, so that's a good thing. I'm having a very, very, very weird time talking right now. I think it's because I have so much to say about this game. And, talking so much, my voice starts to get kind of dry and kind of, ugh, I've been talking for so long. But yeah, that's just the way it is for me in nostalgic games like this. When I have a very nostalgic game or a very nostalgic moment, I just have to talk about it because that's one of the things I really like about Let's Plays, because, I mean, you get to know the person who's actually commentating over them, and you can actually find out some very, very interesting things about the gamer and then the game itself, just from one person's experiences. And That's definitely one of the reasons why I really love Let's Plays, just in my opinion. Okay, so here we are at Oedo Castle. Before we go in the castle, I'm going to talk to this sign, because at the signpost in front of each castle, you can actually save your game in the adventure diary, which is slang for your file number. And there we go, we're ready to start Oedo Castle. Okay, right here in the first room of Oedo Castle, you can actually find a very, very good place to get money, because whenever you leave this room and re-enter it, the money will basically restock itself, so you can actually just, you know, keep coming back into this room and hit the max amount of money before you even leave this area. I'm not going to do that, but I will at least get these pots twice, because I'll have to beat this castle and then come back in to get a fortune doll when I'm done. Okay, so, uh-oh, we have a key. We need a key to get through the door. So yeah, this game is definitely a lot like Zelda, especially when it comes to the castles, because it really reminds me of, you know, like the dungeons in Zelda games. And here's one of the things I don't really like about the platforming in this game, when you have to jump to the star block and then use it in mid-air, because it's not always that accurate. But I'll make do, I guess. I'm doing okay, though, so there might not be any major reason for me to complain, but still. Just want to make sure I don't spin forever in some of these levels. Okay, I'll go in here first. Oh, jeez. Ah! Giant girl robot. Go away. I'll get you from a distance. And I'll get you from a distance. And not really you, because you're right in front of me. And there we go, we have another silver key, which we'll use for a silver door. Okay, at the very end of this platform, we have an elephant-looking doll. This is Mr. Elephant. In dungeons, whenever you find him, he will act as the map of the dungeon. So, much like the map of Japan, you just hit start and then press Z at the start screen and you go to the map of the dungeon. And you can kind of use this to, you know, plan your routes around the castle. If there's like a door you didn't enter, this map will kind of tell you that. So, it's a very useful tool to have, although that's not saying anything new. It's kind of an obvious thing to say. But it can also be pretty helpful too. Just let me know. Okay, over here we have another silver fortune doll. And I should also mention that in some parts of the game, when there's like a lot of dialogue, sometimes Mr. Elephant will come on screen and act as the narrator for the game. Not really an important, useful fact, but still something. Since we were talking about him anyways. Seemed like a good time to mention it. Okay, I'm glad we got that key. It saved us a lot of backtracking. I believe this castle has 3 floors, so it's a decently long first castle, but it's not like, you know, that long. Oh, and also like Zelda, we have flying floor tiles. I believe after you destroy a few of them, a key will appear. So we'll grab that and get the heck out of here before we get destroyed by the floor. Okay, again, I'm not really sure where to go from here. I want to kill you first. Stupid robots. And yeah, just in case nobody's figured that out yet, these enemies are actually robots. That's why they explode whenever you kill them. It's not like we're destroying like these weird alien creatures or anything. I want to see if there's anything over here before I continue, just to be sure. Oh, nope, I can't continue. I have to go this way. Hooray for making blind jumps. And I keep forgetting to switch back to the normal chain pipe. Or the normal pipe. The chain pipe really doesn't help for combat in here. And I really hate these robots that shoot the little pinballs at you. They are very, very annoying. And no goody, we have robots that jump now. Although the chain pipe is good for taking out the large enemies, just because they have a rather large hitbox. Oh, and this is actually the gold key. You will actually see several keys whenever we go through dungeons like this. There's the silver key, the gold key, and the diamond key. I don't think they actually, like, determine very much. You'll just get the gold key and the diamond key later on in the dungeons. That's really all that means. There's not, like, a major significance behind them, like the boss key in Zelda or anything like that. And hooray, we fell down the hole. Much like Zelda, if you fall down a hole, you won't die, but you will lose part of your health. Oh, okay, there's a door over here. I'll go in here first. Okay, nothing here, but, these glowing dumplings, I believe they give you full health whenever you touch them. And you can also get some money in here as well. And for anybody curious, the max amount of Rio you can pull at once is 999. I believe so anyways. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any larger than that. And I guess one thing I never really showed off is Goemon does actually have another ranged attack. He can attack with Rio whenever you have it equipped. It's not a very wise thing to do though, because, like, I mean, it's your money. You have no reason to really waste it unless you have to. And hooray, we're actually already on the 3rd floor. Or going to the 3rd floor. Oh no, the 2nd floor. What am I talking about? Okay, anything behind here? Nope. Okay, now we have these weird little moving dumpling traps. Whatever, we'll just jump over them. If I can actually get on the platform. There we go. I actually really love the castles in this game. This castle's kind of plain, for the most part, but some of the later castles I think look really, really cool. Especially the 2nd, 4th, and 5th castle. There are 5 castles in the game. Just FYI. But yeah, they actually spent a lot of time working on some of the castles in this game, and I'm glad they did, because some of them look really, really cool. Heck, even this one looks cool. It's just, you know, plain for the most part. And I cannot make that jump for some reason. Okay, let's try this again. Jump! There we go. Hello, Mr. Silverkey. Nice to meet thee. Okay, here we have the little drummer boy. That's probably what these things are called, but that's what I would choose to call them. And we have another fortune doll. I believe there are 4 of them in this castle, but we can't get one of them until we actually beat the castle. And I'll probably just be off-screening that. Well, not off-screening it, but, you know, off-screening the trek back into the castle. Because you do not need to see that. And I'm actually losing quite a bit of my health, so I need to be a little more careful. Okay. No, I gotta go this way first. If I don't fall in the water first, jeez. Can I even get out? Okay. Oh, wait, okay, yeah, I can. Okay, I didn't see that ramp right there. This game is actually kind of buggy in some places, but it won't be that noticeable until later in the game when we get a specific power-up. But yeah, I'll talk about that when that occurs. Don't really need to talk about it right now. Right now, I'd like to, you know, not die. Okay, so here we have a giant hand. And there is something behind the hand, but we can't get past it. And yes, this is where the last fortune doll I was talking about is. It's behind this giant hand, but we'll get rid of it later. Let us just continue for the time being, and oh god, I'm gonna die. Or maybe not. I just have to grab the key and leave. Okay. I'll do that instead. But I'm still probably gonna die because all the enemies are trying to kill me. Oh well, I'll see if I can maybe get past these guys without fighting them. And indeed I can. Okay, good. We actually restore our health right here. I definitely needed that. And here we have another dungeon item. This is Mr. Arrow. Mr. Arrow is actually pretty useless. All he does is just show you where the boss is. And that's all he does. It's not like a compass or anything like that. It is really, really that useless. I have no respect for useless people like that. I mean, I guess he could be useful in the sense that... oh geez, ninjas. But I mean, he could be useful in that, like, if you want to explore a castle, but you don't want to accidentally go into the boss room. I mean, I guess in that right he can be useful, but still, I mean, you're gonna end up there anyway. And you can easily use the map to tell, like, which rooms you haven't been in, so... I mean, it really does seem useless to me, just in my opinion. But whatever, my opinion is not the penultimate opinion. And, okay, wow, we're actually at the end of the castle. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't take that long. So! I was sure I heard something down there. Was it you guys? What the? Well, who in the world are you? My name is Baron. I've come to make Oedo Castle a beautiful stage. Stage? What would we need a stage for? Goemon, this smells like danger to me. Why don't we just grab this weirdo by the throats and beat him up a bit? Who are you calling weirdo? Maybe I'll just have to beat you up. I love how they spin away to the next room. Okay, I think we have a boss fight here coming up. Which is not a problem for me. I'm ready for the boss fights. And they basically give you a fortune doll right here. So, hooray for that. But anyways, let's actually go in here.